Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin and the patch 7.2 is finally here. I've been very excited for the new season to begin, as well as for more PvE content to come out, and right as the patch 7.1.5 was starting to feel a little bit stale, Blizzard delivered another exciting patch. With every new patch, I like to update my Rogue PvP guides as soon as possible, and this video features Outlaw Rogue PvP guide for all of your general Rogue needs. This video is designed to cover the basics of Outlaw Rogue PvP for the patch of 7.2. It will cover my talent build, my honor talents, basic rotation, basic mindset, the buff mechanic, and more in order to get you guys started playing Outlaw for arenas and battlegrounds. First things first, the changes to the spec. In 7.2 we got a few changes to Outlaw Rogues, and these are the changes. We got a 3.5% damage buff for majority of Outlaw abilities and talents, which is nice. Outlaw was already doing alright before, so this buff is more than welcome. Cursor Dreadblades now functions with Ghost Strike, which makes it a viable option for PvP. This update is actually an awesome update. Fatebringer artifact trait reduces energy cost of finishers by 1 per point instead of 2 per point. So as an Outlaw Rogue you might feel a little bit more energy starved than before, so it's something to get used to. This right here is my talent build. Ghost Strike is easy to implement since now it works with your artifact weapon, so it is the go-to talent for damage increase, especially for burst. Everything else is more or less the same from the last patch. I'll be playing around with different talents in the future, but most likely this will be the build that I'll end up running. If you guys want me to try out any talents in particular like Killing Spree or Slice and Dice, be sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely give them a look in 7.2. Now the honor talents are a little bit different, and this is the breakdown. Use Gladiator's Medallion Trinket unless you are a human or an orc. In that case you can use Relentless in specific PvP situations. For the row 2 and row 3 of the honor talents, all those talents are situational depending on who you're going against in arenas, so I can't really advise on that. Thick as Thieves is the talent you want in the next row for BGs and arenas or any forms of team play, as the 50% damage buff to your friendly and to yourself is way too good. Control as King is still the king in the next row, and in the last row Plunder Armor got changed in terms of few effects. Its damage increase / reduction is now only 10%, but the health increase / reduction is 20%, which is a massive buff for arena situations when it comes to playing an Outlaw Rogue. Since the damage decrease did happen for Plunder Armor in terms of how much damage it buffs you by, you can technically go for Dismantle if melee are giving you trouble, and the only thing you're really giving up with that is a 10% damage decrease, so not really losing out on too much damage. In most cases I'll still end up running for Plunder Armor, especially for arena based situations. Now besides all of the talents, Outlaw Rogues maintain Ghost Strike, build combo points with Saber Slash, use Pistol Shot procs for combo points, and use Pistol Shot just at range to slow or range targets if you can't get to them. Alternate between Run Through for damage and between the eyes for CC, and while you're dealing damage be sure to roll the bones for a good buff. Outlaw Rogue has many awesome buffs when it comes to roll the bones, and all these buffs change your playstyle in many different dynamic ways, but in PvP the only buff you should really care about is True Bearing. All buffs are a damage increase of sorts, but True Bearing gives you cooldown reduction on your offensive cooldowns, your between the eyes stuns, and your grapple and hook mobility. Being able to get that buff and use it together with that buff with your burst will allow you the most amount of control for your target while dishing out the most amount of damage into them while being very mobile and being really hard to peel. Being able to master your buff usage as an Outlaw Rogue is very important, and the best way to get used to using that buff properly is to simply play with it. When you get True Bearing, make sure to watch for your combo points, energy regeneration, cooldowns to combo together in order to get the most out of it. As I always said, practice makes perfect. Outlaw for the most part is a difficult spec to pick up. Many people get confused by the buff mechanic, the resource management, the mobility, the RNG playstyle, and many throw the spec simply out of the window before they realize just how good it is. It is not a spec that will be dealing the most amount of damage, but it is the spec that's the best for team play. Buffing your team, controlling the healers, destroying casters, being an overall nuisance, annoying but pirate is what Outlaw Rogue really is all about. It's worth a try, so you guys should at least give it a go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about the guide in the comments down below. And if you want me to try any of the specific talents, builds, or anything in particular, please let me know. I'll also be doing another update on Assassination Rogue and Subtlety Rogue, so if you guys want to let me know which spec would you like to see ahead of everybody. If you want to see Assassination, let me know that in the comments too. If you want to see Subtlety, be sure to spam Subtlety in the comments. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.